Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Good morning, everybody. Let's connect with God. Playful Krishna Vrindavan, transcend this crazy world. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna. Good morning. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I gotta say it, man. I don't know why, but I gotta say it. Anybody, I'm gonna make it firm because I don't want to lose anybody else. Anybody who takes that V thing is a fool, and anybody who is influenced by that, by listening, anybody out there is a fool because they're fooling you. It's a big thing, and anybody who listens to any fool in this sangha here influences you to take it. You're a fool for doing it. So you're either influenced out there by a bunch of psyop people. This is the Maya out there illusion, and you're not listening here because I think I've said so many times, don't do it, and people are doing it. So I don't want to lose anybody else because this is evil, and and it's going to do something really weird to you. So nobody else, please, if you want to believe my word. I think I just needed to be really firm about it, just so you get in your mind. Don't listen to any fool in this sangha saying to do it, or any fools out there. Okay? So anyway, that's my thing. Then now you do as you please. You want to take it? Take it. But I want to be where I stand on it very clear. It's evil. You want that in you, that it's poison. I don't care what anybody thinks. You don't like what I say, then you don't really believe you're a fool. Because I'm a fool, but the Lord gives me intelligence to know what's really weird, and that's weird. Anyway, I said what I said. You guys do what you want now, but at least you know where I stand. I'm taking a stand on this. Don't do that if you have any intelligence left, and if you've done, okay, anyway, you did what you did. We all make mistakes. Yeah. So anyway, that's how I stand. I just very firm on that. I just want to be really clear, where I stand on it, because the people be influenced. There are people inside our sangha advocating or were and thinking it's lolly. In other words, they're influenced by out there too much, or they're not doing their research and not looking at all around. Because some member showed me something. He said, "Well, you see, this guy was a smooth talker, obviously employed by these guys, and." To get you to believe in them and dress real nice and all that. They're paid off actors, these guys. And so anyway, let's keep people around as long as we can. Don't believe the mainstream, and don't believe people that are influenced by the mainstream in here because they don't do the research deeply, and see all ends of it. Okay, so anyway, let's go back to chanting. That's my stand on it. And, everybody's free to do what they want, but everybody's, whatever your position is, you have your position. I take a stand on that. There was a article came across my thing where Prabhupada was talking about this world. This was in the 1970s or 65 or something, anyway, between that range. He wrote, this world is being managed by Rakshasas. That was back then. Now we're actually seeing it. It's managed by demons, really. I mean, it's really true. You can't believe these people. Yeah, go ahead there, Lalita.
Yeah, I sometimes think that Prabhupada prepared us not only on you, but also with his living on a farm and going live in
Yeah, yeah.
abroad, well, away from the cities, etc. Sometimes I think this was
Yeah, he
also.
knew. He knew. He even said, yeah, he knew because, yeah, it's just it's coming down, and so the Rakshasas are exposing themselves. Before it was hidden, he saw it because the Lord shows the devotees, and so they know. They know these things. The Lord shows me a lot of stuff, and I should be more firm on it, I guess, because I was surprised people so easily are influenced even inside the sangha here. What is going on? This is crazy. Why do you believe this? You know. So anyway, at least I mean, I'm into freedom. You do what you want, but I still have my opinions, my sovereign, what the Lord shows me, and so I'm gonna declare these things strongly, and then you guys decide whatever you want. You have your own mind, and you go and do your own research or not. Or just go and blindly just jump into things. I was surprised. Luckily, some devotee came up yesterday and I think Rade and discussed that. Well, I was thinking of doing it. What? You know, and she even knows she doesn't even need to do it. It's like, why I'm healthy and all that, you know? So, I guess clarity is important. It might help because the whole everything is like a psyop out there now. It's just a lot of just lies and deceit and cheating. So yeah, I think it's so. Anyway, you know my stand on it, and that's it. And then you guys do what you want. You're free. You want to do that and be taken out, or whatever you think. Go ahead. Hey, you'll be the experiment. We'll watch. Bottom line is, we'll watch since you want to be the guinea pig. It's an experiment. you know they even say they're no. I'm amazed. They have no responsibility. Just take it, and if something goes wrong, it's all on you, man. you know and they say it's there's not FDA approved or anything, and you're still doing it, and you're healthy, you haven't been sick and all that, unless they're forcing it on you. I wouldn't do it. I mean, really forced, not just like, well, you can't travel, so don't travel. Don't go for it. That's all bullshit. I mean, this they have a whole list of, coaxing people, and they go through the formula. It's a formula, all formulas, man. How to jerk human beings around, manipulate them. So if you listen here, I'll give you some inside information. I'm going to just lay it out as I get it too. Just I mean, God, we have a sangha here, nice devotees. Let's keep them around. I guess it's part of my responsibility, at least to tell you how I feel about certain things. Maybe it's the tyrannical part of me or something. I don't know. Where's the link? Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know. I just felt really strong. I had to get it off my chest. Okay, link. Okay, I'll give you the link here. Where's the thing? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Where were we? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hey, good morning there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Very good, it's so beautiful. I'm going back to Godhead just because of him. He's going to deliver. Pure heart. You too, Lily. You guys are amazing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, there he is. Karuna. river. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Change the pace a little bit. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hey, can anybody interpret what Johann is saying? I just want to understand what he's saying there. Saying something, Hare Krishna. People in this sangha have to see that they're not going to eating their own vomit. What does that mean? Does anybody know?
That means they may need to make sure that they are not eating their own vomit. But what he means with that vomit, I don't know.
Yeah. So, does anybody know what he means? Or maybe you can explain it, Johann, a little bit more. See if it's significant. I think I've been waiting for this for a while. If you can clarify that. So anyway, yeah, eating their own vomit. You know, this is the thing. Yeah, anyway, I'd like to hear him explain what he means there. In the meantime, we'll chant. We'll go back to chanting. Everybody's got to go through purification here. Everybody, all of us. No one's exempt. It's just a matter of when. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. In case anybody else wants to come on, why don't you come on, Amy? Why does everybody come on? Why not? Why don't you come on, Johan? You seem to be able to get on Bigelow and all that. Yeah, go ahead.
We have seen when Johan comes that he can't stay. His device is not strong enough.
Well, what's his name comes on. At least you can come on. Come on sometimes. Lalita Madhava comes on. Yeah. Come on, let's get some face to face here, man. I want to see you guys, man.
Face, amazing.
Yeah, get up here, man, Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So if you can't stay on, just keep coming on for a while. Show yourself, drop in, Hare Krishna, Hare. I mean, Johan uses Big O and all these other things all at the same time. You'll be able to do something. Come up here for a little bit. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I think you sense right there, Jesse. Hare Krishna. Sometimes it's fun to, it's nice to fight. You need to have a little fight sometimes, man. If you got no fight in him, you're dead. It's not an airy-fairy thing all the time. Sometimes it is. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Why don't you come on, Jesse? There's the link. With the link in the thing. Come on, man. Come on. Get up here. I'm just tired of lolly-dolly. Get up here. Get your booties up here sometime. Hare Krishna, Krishna. I don't feel like being tolerant. There you go. Hey, Lalita Madhava, he drops in. Hare Krishna, be seen by the devotees. It's a devotional principle. Otherwise you have to get troubles. Hare Krishna. We need be seen by the devotees. It's important. With their mercy. That's why I come here. Be seen by the devotees. Because it protects me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm going to get my money's worth here. We can get 10 people up here. Hare Krishna, pay $25 a month. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. All right, here we go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. See, Lalita Madhava comes on and off. So let's read from Chaitanya Bhagavat here. Oops. There we go. All right, let's see. There we go. This is chapter 21 of Madhya Lila. All glories to Lord Vishvambara, the life of Nityananda, the master of Gadadhar Pandit, and the Lord of Advaita Charya. He is the most charming object of Srivas and Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur's love and the revered Lord of Gangadas Pandit and Sri Vasudev Dat. I don't think I can keep putting you back on there because I have to keep switching here. So if you go off again, I'm going to have to just leave you off there, Lalita Madhava. Hopefully you hear that. It's too hard to switch back and forth. Okay. May the Lord be glorified along. Maybe I don't need this. May the Lord be glorified along with all his eternal servitors and associates. One can easily attain pure devotion by properly hearing the wonderful pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. The residents of Navadvip saw their Vishvambara performing his infinite pastimes with Gadadhar Pandit, Nityananda Prabhu, and others. I guess I can switch him right now. Back and forth. So one day the Lord went out walking with his associates. He decided to visit Visharada Mahashwara, who lived near the Dam on the Ganga, right next to the place where the residence of Devananda Pandit, an equipoised Brahmin scholar who was aspiring after liberation. He was learned, renounced, and from his birth unattached to material life. He was also a teacher of Srimad Bhagavatam, but unfortunately devoid of any devotional fervor. Look how important that is, devotional fervor. He had all those qualities, but he didn't have that devotional fervor, that passion for devotion, that appreciation, that taste for bhakti. But he had all these other qualities. Is it surprising that people are worshiping those qualities? Do you see how important it is at some point if people are going to know anything higher that the Lord has to come here and say, hey man, there's something deeper than that. But the whole world is worshiping that. This is why the Brahmins are called the earthly gods, the gods of the earth. People worship the mode of goodness. That's why even demons take the form of philanthropists, these rakshasas, because they know that people worship people that do good deeds, good persons, so but it's all illusions. That's why now we have lots of illusions. In this world, a lot of illusion and people believing that, oh, it must be a good person. He's speaking so nicely. See? Oh, he must be giving the right advice. Look, he's sitting in a nice desk and say, oh, see, people worship good qualities. They're trained in that kind of stuff. See? So, but the Lord is saying that's not pure devotion. Okay? So the Lord comes with his associates to teach the value of devotion. See, that's why he said, there's a statement, Lord Chaitanya said that he quoted something from the Bhagavatam. He said, the Lord cares more about this pure devotion than innumerable other good qualities. See, good qualities in the modes of goodness even. People could be nice, soft-speaking, chaste, all these things and everything. But pure devotion means more to the Lord because that's his personal potency. It's personal. His most personal potency means more to him than anything else. See? So he comes to teach the world about its value. And see, this is why these pastimes are very rare. No, even speaking about them is very rare to help people understand what is really important to God. Isn't that really the essence? To find out what is really important to the Lord. A lot of people don't know. They think, oh, this person has a bad quality or this quality or that quality. But to the Lord, what is most important is this bhakti, this devotion. This is the thing. Oops. So people praised him as being well versed in Srimad Bhagavatam, but factually, he was not acquainted with the real essence of Bhagavatam. See, you can have, this is the thing, people, they think, oh, let me listen to this Bhagavatam class from this person. And because they have all these good qualities, they're renounced and they're, they do their sadhanas and they're very dressed nice and all that stuff. Let me hear from them. See, so people, they believe that they're giving the real Bhagavatam, but it's not usually the essence. That's why so rare people, they appreciate what is being said here and taught here, because I'm just preaching the essence. This is what the Lord has shown me, and I show the world. And those who say, oh yeah, that's very good and everything, then the Lord gives them this devotion, the most important thing to him. Yeah, but most people don't appreciate this stuff. They like the superficial. Give me superficiality. It's kind of like the masses. The masses. You notice the masses are believing the bullshit of these elites and these rakshasas. They want to be slaves. See? They want to be slaves. And it's all the way up into religion. People still want to be slaves. People in ISKCON still want to be slaves. They can't hear topics like this that are the essence. See? Still want to be slaves. Oh yeah, master. Oh yeah, Mr. Great Dress Sannyasi that's cheating me and tricking me and all these things. Make me your slave. See? Not ready to be free. The fewer are. See? So you got to hear the truth, the essence of truth. Even though often it's hard, oh, well, why are you saying it? Well, I'm saying I don't want to be a slave. I'm not a slave of those guys. They don't have nothing to me. I can tell the truth. I can boldly preach the essence of truth, even though it knocks them off their pedestal. Why, what is that to me? That's a big service to the world. It's a big service to Lord Chaitanya. It's what he came to do. I can't help it that I understand his intention and most don't. He came to preach the value of devotion and how to get it. You just have to hear the essence from his real associates. That's it. You don't listen to them, then you're going to be a slave of the Lord's Maya here. You'll either be a slave in the world, the masses, or slaves, where they got their little masks. Well, you got your mask in religion. You guys out there in ISKCON and all you got your little mask on. It's called Vaishnava etiquette. You can't say anything, right? You notice that? And you go to the temple and ask a question. You ever been there? Ask the wrong question? Ooh. Out. See, you're a slave. You ready to be free? Yeah, right there, Jesse. I'm ready for a fight today. In that mood. That's why I read that pastime. I want to show you the Lord has various moods. Don't think it's always going to be, oh, Gohar, he's going to be in this ecstatic thing. He's going to cry and laugh. You never know. It's like with Lord Chaitanya. They never knew what kind of mood he'd be in, Yeah. So it's about freedom. You want to be sovereign. Only with devotion can you really be free. Yeah, that has freed me from so many things. Freed me from the world, in a sense. Of course, we got to live according to this rule. But just you're free though. You're free because you got this quality. It's the only quality. That's why here you're justified before God. Oh, you listen to my devotee. Oh, you got devotion. You're free, man. You're justified before me. Just because you have that, I don't care what all these bad this or that you got. You got devotion, man. That's all I'm interested in. Everything else will come by itself automatically. You just keep meditating and enjoying the quality of devotion to God. Just keep relishing that. Isn't that basically what we're doing? Just keep relishing it, and everything will be spontaneous. This mood, that mood. You're free. You're set free. Without devotion, you're not free. Without devotion, then you're being jerked around in this material world by either the demons or the demigods, right? You're under their thumb. You're under even the Brahmins. The Brahmins don't have devotion unless they're a special Brahmin like Prabhupada or Bhaktisiddhanta. But they're rare. Better to be around a Sudra that has devotion than a Brahmin who doesn't. People don't know these. This is common sense to devotees. This is the essence. If there was a real guru out there that had real devotion, they would love these topics. They would come automatically thinking, wow, I can't even speak these topics. It's like Prabhupada. He couldn't even speak these things so blatantly out there like this. He had to put it in the books. Bhakti Vinod also. That's why they were writing all the time. They had to express themselves, but he'd go crazy. Really. It's like, being in this world, all this repression. And, what did Prabhupada say? My God brothers, who are like this, Brahmins and putting up their plaques and everything and don't know the essence. He's saying that all I got was suppression, depression, and compression by being with them. That's why they write. That's why the Vaishnavas write. But here, it's time to preach. See? It's time to preach and put it out, man. Awaken this bhakti in people. Not just keep it suppressed and, in the unknown and, oh yeah, bhakti is a secret and I'm just going to tell you, Arjuna, and everybody else goes to hell. No, now everybody shouting from the rooftops, man. The essence. Step aside, you guys. Are you a Devananda Pandit? Well, we'll find out. That ain't good enough for our Lord. You want to know when Paul said, your good deeds and your fastings, you Pharisees, are like filthy rags before my God. You want to know what that means? That's this pastime with Lord Chaitanya clarifying it, because he is the Lord, actually. He's saying, look, David, under all these good qualities and everything, yeah, I don't pay it any mind, because you don't know what is devotion. See, you're not an experienced person. Look at this. Srivas Thakur comes into the room, and he hears Bhagavatam, hears the name Krishna. He's such an advanced devotee, and he starts to go into an ecstatic state. The tears come and the laughing and everything, and Devananda Pandit students say, this guy's disturbing us. Our Devananda Pandit never cries in class. This must be a disturbance. And they grabbed him and threw him out. Now, do you understand how that works? And then Devananda Pandit just stood there and allowed it to happen. Didn't defend the devotee. What's that showing? Don't know what the essence of the Lord likes. Here I teach every day what Krishna likes, what Lord Chaitanya likes. He likes that essence of devotion. If any of those guys are acting like Devananda Pandits and don't like this bhakti here that's being exhibited by these great, fantastic devotees that the Lord loves so much, you're in a Devananda Pandit position and ready to be chastised. See? For your benefit. Devananda Pandit, because of the chastisement and was told the truth and shown the truth, he became a devotee. He was able to be, otherwise not. He would have died in that sin. You still carry sin. I don't care how perfect of a Brahmin you are. You can't get rid of it. Look at Daksha. He couldn't get rid of it. Daksha still had sin. Why? Simply because all sin is God. When you can recognize where the essence of truth is being preached in this world, all sin goes. The Lord says, man, you figured it out. Where I'm working, where I'm preaching in this world, and you believe in that preaching, I'm taking all your sins. You will chant the holy name in ecstasy. You believe in my devotee and his preaching of the essence of truth. Let me free that person. What do you think, River? You getting free? How about you, Tom? Does it work? Is it real? You like the essence? When you start to love the essence, wow, man, I've been waiting for the essence, to hear the essence of truth. Who has preached the essence of truth with the vibration? This is what busts Maya, man. It blows her game out of the water. That's why very carefully they wait for a while. Just like these elites, these demons, man. I've been studying their game. They very patiently plan and wait and everything to do their agenda 2021, 2030, 2025, very patiently. But they don't know our Lord is also very patiently working behind the scenes, also getting his plan out. And his plan is now. See? So that's the thing. That's how it works. The illusory energy is planning, and the Lord is planning in the spiritual potency what he wants to do. See, he's the win-winner. They're the Maya is the win-lose. See, the essence of truth is revealed by that devotion. See? And when that's preached in the world, people get liberated. See, those who believe in this preaching, you'll start chanting, you'll start appreciating, you'll start feeling related to these scriptures. You've related to Lord Chaitanya. You just see, wow, this is my Lord Chaitanya. It's like you are part of Navadvip. Isn't that? I just read the thing. They thought, my Lord Chaitanya, our Lord Chaitanya is back. They belong. The Lord belonged. This is the Lord. This is the truth, man. The essence of truth. The Lord is thinking, I belong to my devotee. This is my truth. My devotee owns me. I belong to my devotee and no one else. If you don't have this quality, you have nothing to do with the Lord. Think that, well, you got no devotion. That's the only binding quality that binds me to that person. My associate is my associate. He surrendered to me. I'm surrendered to him. That's just how it is, man. You need somebody like that in this world to be delivered. That's how it works. It's always worked like that. We're just clarifying what Jesus was talking about. That's all. Making it more clear. That's why Lord Chaitanya came. You notice he came after Jesus. To make it more clear, I have more to tell you, Jesus said, but you can't bear it. Well, that time came with Lord Chaitanya, and that time is now for the Christians, who many of them still can't bear it, so you just keep going along the way you're going till you get stronger and ready. The topic of devotion is so important. Because if people can't understand its value and how it is the jewel and the pearl of great price Jesus Christ was talking about. See, we just clarify it, make it really clear. That pearl of great price, that kingdom of God that he spoke in parables, we'll just clearly state it, is pure love for the Lord. Blessed are the pure in heart. They shall see God. And only this devotion purifies the heart to such an extent that you can perceive God in his name. And how do you know? Ooh, the tears come. Ooh, the holy laughter comes. And all these Brahmins go like Daksha. Oh, see, he's a madman, mad woman. Look at that, crying and laughing like a mad. See, they don't understand nada. They don't understand what's really important to the Lord, and they're the great teachers of the world, the Dakshas. This is what we got going here. We just no cloak for their sin. They carry sin still. You can't get rid of it until you have the quality of pure devotion manifesting in your life. And you got to have your Bhakti Shastra. And it's not a piece of paper on the wall. It's those tears that pour down in the eyes and the laughter when you chant the holy name. That intimacy is your Bhakti Shastra. See, because the Shastra really comes out of your mouth because of Bhakti. You don't need a piece of paper. You see my Bhakti Shastra? No, you just see the devotee and you see, oh, there's the Bhakti Shastra. Yeah, he's speaking Shastra because of this Bhakti, real devotion. Yeah, Guru doesn't need buildings or monies or anything. He just has it all there. He's got the Shastra and he's got the Bhakti. What else do you need? Then everything comes from that. The real shelter is erected. It's like the Christians, when they preach in America, they go, oh, it's time to preach about Jesus. They go and erect a tent and start preaching, and the whole town comes. We do it by internet, man. Yeah, we erect the tent. Here it is. This is the preaching. Who's ready to take it? Oh, fewer people right now because people are still bamboozled. They still want to be slaves of all these religious gurus out there and sannyasis and Brahmins. You still want to be their slave, right? Yeah. I ask you, how much freedom have you gotten being their slaves? Hey, people come here, we make you a slave of Lord Chaitanya and you get freedom. You're a willing slave, just like Paul said, I'm a slave of Jesus. I love being a slave of Jesus. You guys are slaves of Lord Chaitanya and Jesus. And hey, man, that's my freedom. Otherwise, you're going to be a slave of these gurus, man, these Brahmins. Look at me poo-pooing them. How offensive must you say he's so offensive? Yeah, how come I chant like this every day? How come? If I'm so offended, I think God is, and Prabhupada is doing, oh man, I wanted to say that. I couldn't do it. Thank you for doing it for me. Oh boy, did I want to say that. And he did. And we do. That's why fewer can appreciate this preaching right now. It's intense. It's a big show, man. Extravaganza. Blockbuster. It'll bust your block, man. You know, if you're a blockhead, some we still got some blockheads in here who think they know everything, and you bust your blocks. You know, it's a blockbuster. What do you expect? Lord Chaitanya is an intense guy. If he uses somebody, you're going to see some intensity. Just how it is. You'll see. You come here, you start to say, wow, man, what I'm reading in a book, I think I'm starting to see it somewhere, walking around in this world. That's how it is. Otherwise, you don't know what's in that book. You got to see it walking around. You got to see an empowered devotee, an associate, where the Lord is using. And then you look at the book and say, whoa, there it is, man. The book Bhagavat and associate Bhagavat. See, that's how you understand Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, you'll never understand Lord Chaitanya. Never understand his moods. You got to be overwhelmed by them, overcome by them. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, where were we? Let's go back here. So people praised him as being well-versed in Srimad Bhagavatam, but factually, he was not acquainted with the real essence. I love this stuff, man. I just love, man. There's something good. This is really wonderful about the essence. Do you guys like the essence also? You like the essence? Even though it's intense, man, and it destroys dreams and false beliefs, because that's what it does. It's meant to do that. You know, everything's so many illusions in this world. In religion, too, illusions. Oh, you think these guys are qualified to be worshipped? They can't deliver. Have you been to ask yourselves? I know I shouldn't even ask these questions. These are the thought police should be here, and I should not express these thoughts. But have you been liberated by your guru? Do you feel it? Are tears pouring out of your eyes? Or are you still, oh, when will tears come to my eyes when I chant Hare Krishna mantra? Well, you want to, I hate to break it to you. No, I love to break it to you. There are many devotees in here. When they chant Hare Krishna, tears are coming to their eyes. And you're still out there, oh, when will tears come to my eyes? After 40 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, oh, when will tears come to my eyes? Well, when your heart's really sincere and you're ready to hear where the path is being preached. Oh, you ready for that? Well,
will you come here?
Come here. Here it is. This is where you'll be the fulfillment of that heartfelt prayer if it's really true. Otherwise, you'll sit there as a hypocrite. I hate to break it to you. Still a hypocrite. Hypocrisy is, oh, when will tears come to my eyes? And then the opportunity to come to get those tears. Yeah, that's hypocrisy. What do you know? You don't have a sincere heart yet. Keep praying. Keep not getting. Keep being dry. Keep that sourpuss on your face. That's what it is. You know, we're in the highest Raganuga Sangha. Yeah? Well, how come you don't look like it? Where's the expression, man? Where's the essence of truth? Where's the real devotion? Where's ecstatic chanting? Well, we don't show that, you know. We show prune. Dry. It's all about dry. No, you got the essence of truth, man. You're going to be expressive in this world when you're preaching. That's a real preach. The essence is juicy, man. Yeah, look at these verses. Oh, wow. Solid food. Not baby food. Solid. Packs a punch.
Bread with butter.
What did you say? Say that again.
Bread with butter.
Bread with butter. Yeah, exactly. So within his heart, the latent devotional feelings for the Lord had not stirred. And that's how it is. That's why everybody still preaches, prema bhakti. You know what? Oh, prema. That's the latent devotional feelings for the Lord. See, has not stirred. Why? Well, most of the world don't know how important those latent devotional feelings are. I think except our little Sangha here that has them. They're not so latent. They're out there now. See? So even in Brahmins, people think, they're pure devotees because they're nice qualities, good, everything except the latent feelings of devotion to God. Prema bhakti has not stirred in them, which is the only thing that's going to really dissolve your sins. Makes everything easy. All you do is chant Krishna. Any sins you picked up from association with this world, boom, thrown in the fire and burned. Without that, I got to chant, man, because I got to purify myself. I gotta follow all these rules, man, and strictly, because I'm afraid of going to hell, man. I want to please. I know it says in the book to please Prabhupada and Krishna in the scriptures. I got to do this, and I'm not quite feeling it yet, but I know I have faith in the scripture. Okay, that's good. But you want better? You want to really be free of sin? Or do you just want to keep suppressing them? Okay? Yeah, this is burn them up, man. Burn them all up. That's how powerful it is. That's why did the Lord come here to teach what is this pastime about? To point the way, right? That's why I love this. I just love these guys. He's pointing the way. His point is showing the way, showing what's really important to God. Why aren't you preaching that? Because you don't know. People, the Brahmins and all that, they can't preach that. You can't be a Devananda Pundit and preach better than that. You know what I mean? Better than that means you have to preach higher than that, deeper than that. That means you got to be deeper than that. That's why you want to find a real guru in this world. Find somebody who preaches deeper than the Devananda Pandit level. And then your consciousness, your meditation goes whoop, right to that level there, and you're set free, because now you know what Shuddha Bhakti is. You didn't know before. These gurus don't know either. I don't care how big their Acharya Dave titles are. They don't know. You got to prove that you know. Yeah, they're just in the position. They say, well, we need some props. I need to get a degree, PhDs, and I got to impress you. I got to say that Prabhupada made me a pure devotee. And so they keep switching because they can't get it right. You can only get it right when you are right with God. Didn't Paul preach that? You got to be right with God? Very easy. Except the empowered devotee in this world. Then you're just right with God. Oh, I consider you right. You're right by being with my real associate, and you're not bamboozled by my Maya all the way up into religion. You abandon religion. Look at how people abandon all varieties of religion here. And it's easy, no-brainer. You don't have any faith in that. You have faith in association with the Lord's servants. Sadhu Sangha, there's so many nice sadhus here. You abandon all varieties of religions and all that, because you have faith in what really justifies you in the best way, beyond even strict adherence blindly to the scriptures. And I say blindly because you don't know the purpose of the scriptures is to be here. Otherwise, don't say you know the purpose. Is to be with the associate, and then you found the mushroom. Govardhan Hill, lifted over your head. What do you think that passage? Krishna is lifting that up. Well, his devotees were there with their sticks. You notice? Well, we're here with our stick also, lifting the truth above the head of the world. You know, you want to be sheltered from that being pelted by the Maya's illusions all over the place, even all the way up into religion, and the hypocrisy in religions and all that. You got to find the real associate. See? And they tell you the truth, and the truth sets you free. Isn't that what Jesus taught? Well, we just actualize it here. Is this truth that I'm speaking here? Is this the essence of truth? Why did the Lord putting such an emphasis on this? Why is this pastime here? Is to teach the truth. I was wondering where I could use value for this. There you go. There we go. Much better. Yeah. Fantastic. Essence of truth, man. You listen here, you get over the obstacles. The whole point is, it says the guru is meant to get you through the obstacles. They remove the obstacles. That's the whole purpose of worship of guru. They remove the obstacles. This is a big one. This is facing most. Most are still, they're in religion. They're not set free. Religion doesn't set free. They're called the regulative principles of freedom to get you to this point. This is real freedom. That's just practice. Real freedom is here, man. Real freedom is to be an associate of the Lord. Associate, and only devotion allows that. Otherwise, he's not interested, really. Oh, the person's following rules. Okay, well, that's nice, but it doesn't overwhelm me. Then Lord Chaitanya said that. He said, I have so many billions of zillions of souls worshiping me, but because they worship me in reverence and awe and rules and regulations. It doesn't overwhelm me. See? What does that mean? You know how many Vaishnavas read that in the book, if they do, if they even do, if they're even interested, but don't know the import of that? It's all about overwhelming Krishna, isn't it? Doesn't it? The verse says that in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 4. You can all read it, dear Tom. You can read it later. I have so many billions of souls worshiping me in great awe and reverence. That's why most Vaishnavas are like that, but it doesn't overwhelm me. What does that mean, dear Vaishnavas over there in the Vaishnava world? Well, Krishna gets overwhelmed and all that. No. Well, let me tell you what it means. No. Let us show you what it means, because that's the only way you're going to know. When you see a devotee overwhelmed by this bhakti, that's Krishna overwhelmed first. And he's showing the world. He's showing you. He's showing you, Mr. PhD, with the big title out there. He's showing you what real devotion is that you don't know. And all your other believers in your stature with the big paper PhD. You want to know what overwhelms the Lord? You got to see a real associate in this world expressing, not in their closet like Prabhupada and having his ecstasy there. Because people become envious and jealous, and they just can't handle the purification of being around such devotees, much less their preaching and glorifying these things. What am I doing? I'm glorifying these truths, these ecstasies. So people know, so they can be set free. If anybody accepts this preaching, which is very true, it's the essence. You can tell. You can go check the book and say, my God, Mr. PhD never showed the essence of this. And that's why these devotees here must be getting free, because they're getting overwhelmed. The Lord is giving himself to them, because it's just like the book says. You're my devotee. You have real devotion for me. Therefore, I give you my transcendental body. You can sell it anywhere at any price. That's what's going on here. And the price is, hey man, come up. Why don't you come and hang out with us? Why don't you come up there like these devotees do? What, is that too expensive? Listen, here. Don't go prematurely by doing stupid things. Well, it's too big a price for my big false ego, because I think I know. I'm an ecstatic devotee. Oh, yeah? We're going to get that one. Well, I have also a problem for many years, because one is read in the books where is right to have a Sudra, Vaisya, and Kshatriya, and is right. The Brahmin is a spiritual master of them, and the sannyasi is a spiritual master of the Brahmin. Only coming here, Haridas is clearing everything. Yeah, so that's what they teach is that thing. But even a Sudra, see, this is what Lord Chaitanya showed. When Lord Chaitanya came here, he empowered Sudras with this bhakti, this prema, this real devotional fervor that you see here. What you see here is what he was empowering people there 550 years ago, openly, like here, openly there, openly here. It's called revival of that. And big sannyasis, that's why I call them out, man. I want to see if there are any sincere ones. He called them out. Oh, you want this bhakti? Sorry, I'm not giving it to you directly. I'm going to test you. And they saw this bhakti, and if they really wanted, they knew what was really valuable, because these sudras were preaching too, just like here. See, verses become alive. You want live verses? Come here, man. I'll tell you, show you live verses. It's all live. This is live, real time, reality show. Yes, Lord Chaitanya gives real religious principles here. Real essence. Real religious principles, and he teaches them through a low-class, fourth-class person and persons, like bad housewives over there. You'll never satisfy Balaram, you never do enough. But still, the Lord gives her, see, real religious principles through low-class, fourth-class persons to defeat the pride of the big PhDs out there. Is it making any sense yet? Who would be bold enough to challenge these big paper pushers? That's all they are to Lord Chaitanya. The paper pusher. What is this? Pushing papers, man. See, I'm pushing. See my PhD, man. I'm a great Vaishnava. I want to see some devotion. I want to see some devotional fervor. Is this devotional fervor? Do you see? Can you see personification, embodiments of devotional fervor or fever? Fervor means intense, dedicated to devotion and bhakti and truth and glorifying the essence. Oh man, that's called laser. No wonder it just burns. You ever seen a laser when it's like that? It burns everything in its way, right? Any Maya facing it, just bzzz. Everybody else without that, they're all splayed. Oh, well, I don't know. It's just all splayed out. Maya's pulling them in all directions. See, not like Radha and devotees. They're pulled in one direction, The sound vibration pulls them in that direction, the picture in that direction, but it's all towards Krishna's spiritual potency. The Maya pulls you towards the illusion and makes you a weakling, and it keeps you imprisoned, not being able to get out. You're imprisoned by the Maya pulling you in all these directions. Remember that, Tom, how that was? It's better now, isn't it? And it was no fun before. Yeah, pulling all these through. Oh, my family. I remember when you came to visit us over there in Nadia. It was like just wherever you would be pulled in this direction. It's just like it's a weak state. This is what Maya does. It weakens everybody. But then when you get focused, man, then get some potency, and then you can help free people in this world. Otherwise, you don't have it. You can't. You got to be, in this, and you got to get strong. This is how we get strong.
Yes, I needed a learning time period to learn this.
Yeah, assimilate it. It's deep. It's big. A lot of people do. That's why sometimes they go away a little bit. It's like, oh, it's just purification's so heavy. Jesse says, oh my, why are you yelling? I fear you might pass out. Yeah, well, Jesse, just stick around. You'll see this is part of the program. Why am I yelling and all that? Because, when you say these things, I look at the deeper thing. Why are you yelling? And so, okay, I'll act it out. So Jesse says, why are you yelling? You think you're going to pass out, making a joke, okay? So anyway, the deeper side of that is, well, you're not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be this way. A devotee is actually always calm and peaceful. See, it's like, I don't fit your image. It's an image. I'm myself, man. I come here to teach people to be themselves. Whatever that is. You can't be me. Jesse, you can't be me. Yeah, so, and the whole world is they're judging people by what their conception is. No, everybody is who they are. And you become more of that, because that's our when you become related to the Lord's spiritual potency, you become more who you are. Whatever that is. It becomes to light. And it's beautiful if you can appreciate devotees. Otherwise, you just judge them. Well, why are you so passionate? Why, you should be like this, in other words. You should do that. This is gone for me. You must be like me. You must please me. I'm not here to please you, Jesse. I'm here to please the Lord. And then by doing that, maybe that won't please you. It says Jesus taught this. You got to be like Jesus in the sense to preach like this. And that means you got to be empowered by who Jesus was empowered by. And then you will be like that. So Jesus said to the Pharisees, why aren't you, a real son of God is not like this. You should be like this. And he said, no, I'm not. You're people pleasers, man. You're trying to please people's image of you. I'm here to please God. See, I'm here to please the Lord. I'm here for truth. You go please each other's conception of who you should be. Isn't that how people do? Well, what does this person want me to be like? You gurus, many gurus are I would think all of them are all looking at their disciples and think, what do they want to see me as? Most are thinking like that. How do you want me to be? And I'll be like that. All the way, that's in religion. See? Jesus called them out. No cloak for that sin. Okay? He was himself. See, he was who he was. He had his connection with the Lord and acted on that. And he realized, I'm here to satisfy you in the truth. Be in the truth, man. And they're all thinking, this is the weakness. This is why that's called religion. You got to go, anybody ready to go deeper, you come here, we'll help you go deeper than that. And then you'll be into pleasing God. See, when you please God, you become very, very blissful and ecstatic. See, you become very potent in this world. You become a deliverer in this world. You deliver babies, see, into the spiritual dimension. This is what we do here. This is what you become like here. You want to be like that? You want to be a deliverer? You want to be a soul winner? Win souls back into the kingdom of God? Well, this is what we train people here. We not train you like dogs. We just uncover that in you, because everybody is potentially, latently a prince and a king. We just need to connect with our source again. And then it, boom, now you're whole. You preach wholeness. You're a whole person. Isn't it nice, Lolita, to be a whole person? You know, you're whole because you have this with God. You know that it's all about pleasing God. And when God is happy, you cry a lot and you become ecstatic a lot. And he's happy and you're happy, and you realize, oh, your happiness is my happiness. There you go. That's called self-realization. That's called acharya. You're not like that. You're no acharya out there. You're no
To
Vrindavan.
become empowered. To become empowered.
Yeah. Devotion does that. It hollows you out. Empowers you. So thank you there, Jesse. You give us good examples. Everybody. So thank you very much for sharing. Your energy for the Lord increases my energy tenfold. Well, that's, it's what it's about, man. See, when anybody, this is how you got to be an example. You got to come in line. See, in line means you got to the guru has to be in the line also. Okay, the Lord has to have an empowered guru. He says, "I'm choosing you. You're a fool, and I'm hollowing you out because of this devotion, and I want to use you in this way." Okay, so the guru is there. Okay, and the guru preaches, "Lord, I don't know if I want to say these things." Well, if you don't, then how can I use you? You got to tell the truth, man. Tell what I'm showing you. You'll see the script. See, that's guru. They're mature enough that they let go and let God. Okay, and then you as a disciple, because everybody is in the Maya, man. Practically even gurus, those ones you're worshiping out there, they're also often more than you. This is how thick this Maya is. It's a dark place, So anyway, you got to find a real guru here, empowered to deliver you. Okay? And then you come in line. You say, "Oh yeah, this person, I want to listen to them. I feel, my heart says to do this. Oh yeah, he's saying you must have a bona fide guru. Yes, this makes sense. I see it. I feel this." So you learn how to be a real disciple. See, then the Lord then you're sent by that guru. See, just like Jesus said, just like the Lord has sent me, I send you. Here, that's how it works. Always work like that. Isn't that how Prabhupada's disciples, he sent them and they did things. They were empowered. Just like here, people are empowered. This is the principle. If you don't surrender to that, well, then you're off. You're off the way the Lord works. Yeah. So, and so you want to know, humility is just to accept the truth, and you feel it. And then there's no speculation about it, or you're not just blind believer. You say, "No, I'm really feeling this. I listen to you and I do." Yeah. See, that's coming in line. See, you're in line. The electricity goes. It flows. Otherwise not. As soon as somebody comes in and says, "I don't know, man. I also have my own way, and I'm going to do it this way and that way." See, you come out of line. And that we see that. They just go out of line. Literally, they're off. You could see they're off. You're off. Well, I don't know. I don't feel it. I feel like I'm also a great teacher, and whatever it is, they get off. See, so the whole thing is, the Lord's line is very powerful because as long as it goes straight, the electricity keeps flowing. And it's beautiful. And that's what's happening here. That's why those who are ready for this, they will come. Because of the essence I heard from you, I feel safe forever. Yeah. This was about, now you like listening to devotees. This is the whole thing. We prime the pump, man. Here you can, when you start to get it here, then you know who is a pure devotee. You like Shama Sundari, you need to know your guru needs help still. Yeah, but if you continue to worship over there that is the same as here, then you're still stuck. But see, you got unstuck because you started to get purified to the point you realize, he's still in process. He needs to learn, understand these things also. So you go first, you enter first. See, it's always the same preaching. It's got to be like Jesus. He's a great example, practical. Even the whores will get into the kingdom before you Pharisees because they listen to my word. See, when you listen to the word of an empowered devotee beyond the religionists, even in Vaishnava religions, the empowered person, then you surpass religion, and then you can live Bhagavad Gita. You become a living example of Bhagavad Gita. Oh yeah, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender to Krishna. I've done that. Yeah, my guru, Krishna came as my guru. I can actually see that. Oh yeah, when I look at that book, I see my guru. I see it's the same. He is the verses personified. And I tell you, man, you cannot work for that. You cannot do enough austerities to be like that. The Lord has to just do it through you, as you. Otherwise, there's no way to do it. People do. It's a great bhakti, is a great mystery. How the Lord works through his bhaktas. See, there's bhakti and bhakta, right? If there's bhakti and bhakta, what does that mean in these Christian terms? If there's bhakti and there's bhakta, then there's God, Krishna. If there's bhakti, bhakta, and God, what do you got? Deliverance. What do you got? The Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is bhakti. Bhakta is the Son. And the truth, see? In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was, is, and always will be God. That comes through real bhakta, because they got real bhakti, man. That's called Satchitananda, Vaishnava terms. That's all here, my friends. The essence, that's the essence. Okay? And that's why people get delivered here, just like Shama Sundari says. Okay? You know it, you feel it. Your life becomes a blissful life. Why not? You're part of the blissful family, right? You're set free from all these illusions, contusions, and you're set free from religion. You look at these gurus. I mean, right? You look at these. Do they impress you now? Are you impressed by the big titles? Are you impressed by their prancing around the stages, looking for the high seats? Only their followers are. They're slaves still. If they come here, we'll set them all free. Otherwise, you're still going to be the slave of the Lord's Maya in religion. Oh yeah, you'll have great faith and rules and regulations and varnashram. Oh yeah, you'll think you'll be delivered by that. But it's just a step, a baby step. You ready to grow up a little bit and mature? Well, that's what's here. Johan says, here, you read these things. Why should I do all the work? Tom, get it there.
Though I am afraid to ask, please give me Krishna Prema. Oh. His heart melted by Sachimata, sincere and humble request. Karahari said, Mother, by the mercy of the Vaishnavas, you will definitely get love of God.
Yeah. See, even the mother of the Lord asks for that, much less us. See, she saw her son was sitting there chanting, and he was crying. Yeah, he's chanting and crying. She says, "Wow, that's Krishna praying." And then she very, very kind of tricky goes and says, "Well, usually it's your habit to give me wealth. You go out there and conquer people and they give you money and all that. You give it to me. But now you found the wealth of Krishna praying. Can you give me that wealth?" See? And that's how you do it. Giving. So you got to show that uh, that you associate with real devotees. Otherwise, you're not coming to it. It's not. You don't have to like come. Oh, please give me. You people coming here and you saying, "I'm coming here because I want that bhakti. I want that devotion," and then you'll get it. Yeah, and so that's what he did with his mother. But that's why I poo-poo you. I'm just trying to set you big gurus in your place. You're not coming to get this Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem is our work. Prabhupada came to me and said, distribute it as his approval. Hey man, he's your guru. He came and gave me that work. And you're not going to get it. That's why they go around dry still. That's why they can't liberate their disciples. Look at you guys. Come on. Wake up, everybody. You're in a trance of the world. You got to become in a devotional trance if you want to be saved. People are getting this praying here. They're very happy. Getting delivered to the spiritual world, getting Vrindavan. This is not preaching many, many lifetimes. No. It's already been authorized. Krishna said to my second disciple, can you imagine she was just an ordinary person who just was a Christian and just being a weak, she had just strong faith in her guru. She said, and Krishna said, showed himself, because of your guru, I'm giving you my darshan. That's how it's always worked like that. When it's being given, when it's authorized, that's what Prabhupada said. This has my approval. Can you imagine? Krishna, I got the approval to give this out. Hey, big gurus out there. This has Prabhupada's approval to get Krishna Prem, to give it through this Sangha here. Anybody here? Anybody? This is our, get that wax out of your ears. Could you imagine if millions of devotees accepted this preaching? Millions would be in Vrindavan. That's why I'm shooting for the rhinoceros, man. Hey, man, no holding back. Maybe if we can get 10 people to listen. They don't know. You got so many ways you have to preach this because they see the ecstasy. Oh, what is this? This is weird. Our guru's in it. So you got to talk about it. You got to teach it. You got to show it. You got to make people who are ready to listen. That's why you first fruits are really important, because then this convinces others that are in this, deeply embedded in this Maya, the illusions, religions, the world. You start getting it, then they listen. They think, wow, maybe he isn't as crazy as he looks. Maybe he is some kind of a devotee, even though he's so passionate and is ready to pass out. I haven't passed out yet, Jesse. Okay, go ahead there, Tom.
For me, listening to you is more difficult than the morning program milking cows and breaking my back gardening, because all those activities have my false ego a boost. Here, the false ego is being pissed on. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, this is, see, identification. That's, Balaram carries what? A plow and a club. See? And very necessary. The plow and the club, it's like, we're like earth. We've identified with earth. So the plow has to plow that earth and get it, the soil, going. And the club, clubbing the illusion, it's just part of the territory, man. Otherwise, that's why it says guru is heavy and all that. Guru is heavy only when that false ego is there. Then it's all beautiful. This is when it's gone. It's even the being pulverized by the Lord or the Lord using a devotee is beautiful. It's wonderful. It's ecstatic, actually. You start to understand when Advaita, his mind was, oh, you know what? This Lord keeps praising me. I'm going to tell you a really interesting thing, at least to me, maybe to you. Let's find out. Lord Advaita was such an advanced devotee in devotion. He was thinking, the Lord has always given me praise and everything, but when he's actually the real worshipable one, I mean, he's the spiritual master of all the worlds, but yet he tells them, I'm his spiritual master and all that. Well, I'm going to do something to show his glories. I'm going to preach Mayavadi philosophy and get the Lord really angry, and he's going to come and chastise me. And the Lord did. The Lord came and he says, what is this? Oh, talk about, he was ready to pass out. He was so angry. What is this? It's all a, divine show, of course. What is this, Advaita? You're preaching this, you call me down here to bring devotion and then you preach the opposite? You hypocrite. What are you doing? I'm pissed off, man. And he went with his fists and started beating him, and Advaita was in ecstasy. Oh, the Lord is beating me. Oh, this is fantastic. But that was an advanced stage. If you're not so advanced, you oh, why is he doing that? I'm not a fool. Why is he doing it? That's not fair. This is the one. And when you have a little attached to motor, this is not fair. Why is he doing this? It's not fair. Ask Sachi. She said, you don't play fair. So for him, it was ecstatic. And, so that was his mood, it's like, so he did this for the world. And see, so there's no offense, because especially the Lord, he did it for the welfare of the world. Because now we know Lord Chaitanya he's Maha Prabhu. He's the Prabhu of all Prabhus because of Advaita's preaching. And Nityananda's also. Nityananda preached like that too. Otherwise, how would we know unless the devotees of the Lord reveal things? How would anybody know devotion, how important it is, unless the Lord empowers a devotee to reveal it? Go ahead there. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, read this here. We got Jesse on the hook here.
Well, military also does that. I don't find that an interesting end goal. I don't know the context.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Well, probably the way I am. The military, the intense and all that. Yeah, you don't find that an end goal. Oh, yeah, go ahead there, Lolita.
Yeah, she looks and hears with material eyes. This is the roar of God. This is the shouting of Lord Chaitanya where you hear. It's very important, and it will purify you. It's very, very healthy for your soul. I love it.
At
Has
first,
nothing to do with military, not at all. It's Krishna. It's the power of Krishna. It's a fire. It's a fire of the words. It's really touching us, and it's really, for me, it caressed me, caresses my heart.
Yeah, people. You learn the real Leela here, because that was going on back then. It's like, you remember Nityananda kicked Shivananda Sain in chest and said, this Shivananda Sain, and it was unfair. I mean, Shivananda Sain was doing all this work, pay the tolls, and do it. He was behind, trying to do everything to serve the devotees perfectly. And Nityananda goes in this crazy mood, like, what is, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry I could die. I mean, he's God, but why is he getting hungry? I'm so hungry I could die. What is this? My quarters are not provided. And Shivananda saying, he's just a rascal. I curse his 3 sons to die. See, this is not the end goal, right? You would say naturally, what is this? Nityananda is supposed to be a real advanced devotee. He's supposed to be like actually the second part of Lord Chaitanya. This is not the end goal, to be like that, to be so mean. I mean, what I'm doing is nothing compared to that. And then Shivananda Sain crosses the river, and then Nityananda looks at him and gets really angry and goes and kicks him in the chest and knocks him across the road. And everybody had different reactions, just like here. Everybody has different reactions. She says, "Oh, this is a massage." Jesse says, "Well, this is not that," And every people have different things, That's just how it is. The potency does that, but it's all very purifying. So the same thing happened with Nityananda. The wife comes up to Shivananda saying, "Oh my God, Nityananda cursed her 3 sons to die." See, she's attached to the children, it was natural. And then Srikanta comes and says, how dare this Nityananda, he became indignant. How dare this Nityananda kick Shivananda Sain, who's an associate of the Lord? This is not like a devotee. And he storms off to see Lord Chaitanya and became very depressed, actually. Because it was offensive. You take one side of a Vaishnava against another one, you get purified. And that was shown also later on in the pastime. Yeah, and so different devotees. And then Shivananda Sain gets up and walks over to Nityananda and says, who can understand your real character? Your lotus feet have touched me and purified me. Now I've achieved everything. That chastisement has given me everything, the whole thing. Now I've got success in all the 4 goals of life: economic development, religiosity, sense gratification, and liberation, and devotional service to Krishna, ultimately, which he already had. But, devotional service to the Lord I have gotten from that kick, from that chastisement. Who can understand your character? Very hard. But he did, because of the mercy of the Lord, and he was that kind of devotee. When you can see, it's just like, you got to see, the Lord, this is actually the last frontier usually for a lot of people, the chastisement. When you're really ready and very dear to the Lord, he starts working like that. Just like Hiranyakashipu was, the Lord took that form in Nishingadev, right? Ripping the angry. And even the demigods were, they were afraid. We never seen the Lord of the form. Oh, they were afraid, except Prahlad. And Prahlad comes right up, gives him a garland, and says, "Oh, what are you? You're my Lord. I'm not afraid of you. I love you." See, so that's a purified devotee. So anyway, this is a very deep thing what people learn here. We're, roaring around sometimes and all kinds of stuff, and it does stuff. I just let go, I'm already a fool, and the Lord makes me more foolish. But it has its effect.
Yeah, you've got to get used to it also. In the beginning, there were more, I remember Eva who said, "I see so much anger," and you remember?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
To get
yeah. It's all
used.
part of it. Yeah, it's all yeah. But that's how you learn the Leela, because it's part of the Leela. How are you going to understand the Leela? How can you become part of the Lord's Leela when He's in all these various moods? This is the training, is the purification train. The training is just the purification. And you understand, this is the nature of the Lord. Then you can go and participate. Even when you're not, see, like not everybody was like purified completely, but it happened then, just like the whole thing is to get attached to the Lord here now, because what happened then happens now, and whatever needs to be done, we just go back in the actual Leela of the Lord, where you see the Lord there and everything, and it's all just like purified, just so it's just how it is. Go ahead, read that there.
Srila Prabhupada.
Oh,
So
wait,
every
one second. So Jesse says it's like the military. So you got to understand, the material energy is a reflection of the spiritual energy. If there's military there, there's military in the spirit. That's why you see in the Leela, the Lord is part of the military. He's a great king in Mathura, in Dwarka. The great king of Dwarka had a military attitude sometimes. So the Lord has many attitudes. If any attitude you see here, anything you see going on here has a purified counterpart in the spiritual world. See, so there's that military thing. And often people think, they say, well, that's not spiritual, because they have a concept. They don't know really the full range of spirituality. It's just not, these devotees in Gohari's Sangha they're not real. Look, they get angry, they get this, they're like this, but that's the way it is in the devotees. They have all kinds of expressions, just like people in the world do. Is part of it. And some devotees are mixed too. We're part of this, like a halfway house here. People come, they got some material attachments and feelings, and and these, attachments to the, so it's a purifying. Sadhu Sangha is very purifying, very wonderful. Where else are you going to get this guy? Where else are you going to get this? This is a very rare place. Okay, read this here, this one. Not that one, another one. Well, wait a second. Let me get it. Read that one.
And God wants you to love Him, not to be afraid because you fear you will be punished and go to hell. That's not love.
Yeah, it's like that. When you know somebody loves you, they're not. Why would you love somebody like that's going to send you to hell? I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know here Muslims here in Turkey, some are crying for the Lord as well. When I talk with them, but it's completely out of fear. They cry out of fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not out of love.
We previously
They're
said
so afraid of God. So afraid.
we previously said when God wants us to go to hell, then what's the problem? If we can serve Him in the hell, there's no problem, because He is ordering us. He is bringing us in that place. So there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Bali Maharaj went to hell. That was a nice pastime too. Bali Maharaj, the Lord said, well, your guru cursed you to go to hell and to lose all your material opulences. So I got to take that from you. So he takes all the material opulences that the Bali Maharaj got from his guru, takes it all away, and sends him to hell. But then he became even more opulent. He's more. I mean, preaching is such a what what I'm doing here and what you guys are starting to do also is such a privilege, man. It is so amazing to have this service for the Lord. Here, I don't have to just sit in the cave and do bhajan. I can do my bhajan publicly. I tell you, man, it is so amazing. It's such a privilege, such an honor to be able to do bhajan publicly. That's all it is. To relish the bhajan comes to a point, it's pleasurable. It's the happiness of God. God loves bhajan. It's not a discipline anymore. Go ahead.
And it's pleasing him a lot. A lot.
Yeah. Most pleasing.
Most pleasing because it's preaching meanwhile.
Yeah. 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 And we're all getting more solid and more clear. It's just amazing, just read that.
Great, great, great lecture. Uplifting. Juhu is pronunciation. The military don't promise love of God.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. Here you get that. Become part of this military. Here we go.
Yes, that's a worthy goal. Love of God.
Yeah. Okay, read that.
Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, chapter 3, verse 16. Knowing my opulence, the whole world looks upon me with awe and veneration, but devotion made feeble by such reverence does not attract me.
Yeah, you see that there's devotion in the Vaidhi level, in reverence, but it's feeble. It's just a little thing, doesn't really attract the Lord. So the Lord wants to help us understand what attracts him the most. And that's why you see the devotees who start to, I want this devotion you guys got. Yeah, let me be a part of the Sangha, and then you start to feel that and you get purified. You realize, oh my God, you and I are intimately bound. And your happiness is my happiness. Oh my God, I could never conceive that before. You can't. That's why these devotees who say, you guys are too happy there. You're not pleasing Krishna because you chant. Look, you're happy chanting. Have you heard people say, I've heard devotees say they don't know what the pleasure of the Lord is. That's the whole point. Because when you're purified, you become like a hollow tube, hollowed out by. So you realize, I'm a servant of the Lord. I'm here to literally serve the Lord's happiness. And if he's happy, I'm happy. And then the world sees that and think I'm crazy. Doesn't matter because I'm in truth. Go ahead.
Yeah, they think I had a discussion, I remember, with Onmina's timeline, and they were so angry on me, but so angry on me. You are not the enjoyer. You are not the enjoyer. But they forget to give enjoyment to the Lord, that he gives it back to you. So they don't know that.
Yeah. And it's so simultaneous. It's not like you give to him, it's like immediately. It's like simultaneously, the Lord's happy, you're happy. Simultaneously, the Lord's happy, you're happy, and the world sees it. You're seeing the impression of the happiness of the Lord. That's why what we're doing here is so rare and such a unique gift to the world. You're seeing the Lord's actual happiness, and you can come on board with that. This sets you free, man. You'll be free forever. That's why, that my second disciple said, because of your guru, I gave you my darshan. You think how many gurus, how many disciples have gotten that? You are all getting the darshan. You feel it, man. You feel that purification. To the point where you feel the Lord's happiness is this ecstatic bliss. So the Vaishnavas and the Vaidhi, they're feeling a little bit of it, but it's still a bit feeble for most. It's still kind of mixed in with alloys and, with the faith in Varnashram dharmas and all that. Feeble. But here you see the intensity is getting more and more all the time. It's like, God, the Lord's pleasure is so fantastic. It becomes more and more attractive.
So this ecstasy by itself, it's empowerment. It's empowering itself. Ecstasy empowering.
Yeah, it hollows out too. The thing is, see, we're naturally built to be connected with our creator. Well, more than that, with our eternal maintainer. We're actually not created. We're always been. Our soul has always been connected with God, but because of this Maya, it's been like an interrupt. It's put a block between our soul and the transcendental Lord. So this devotion is very much needed in this Kali Yuga, because the only thing that'll really practically purify us to the point you get so clear, then you realize that relationship again. And so that's our work,
And that blockage is false ego.
Identification, yeah. See, we're identifying not as I'm a servant of the transcendental Lord, and relishing the ecstasy in that. See, we have that block of the identifying that, I'm this material body, or I'm this I feel so. It's like we have people that have attachment, and they say, I just feel so. This is a material false ID. The spirit soul, it's like Arjuna was like this. He's a good example. Arjuna's crying, oh my God, I have to fight in this war. This is not good to fight and to kill my relatives. And so Krishna came with the truth, and said, hey, this is a holy war. It's meant to be, and you're a warrior. So he got him straightened out. And actually, the truth is, what are you lamenting for what is not lamentable? Never has there been a time. See, he spoke from the soul, the truth. See, the truth sets you free. See, the truth is, never has there been a time when I, God, nor you, devotee, nor all these kings in their soul identity have ever ceased to be. They're always been. We always were, and we always will be. So why are you lamenting over this? See, Maya makes you lament because you're attached to false ID, false identification. Oh, I'm this body. I'm this material emotion. Oh, I'm all these material thoughts or these speculations on Vaishnavism. No. That's why you got to come to the point of relishing mellows, devoid of speculation. See, that means this is what you learn here. You just take the verses and you become so happy just tasting. Oh, this is the essence. Ooh. It's almost like a transcendental orgasm. Ooh, this is so good. Let me share this. Let me taste this. Taste chewing, right? So the devotee is just chewing these verses and relishing the juice. And you becoming like that too, right? Look at Lalita when she does this, chewing the verses, very nice. Tears are coming to see. Johan also, is chewing it, chewing nicely. River now, she's chewing the verses. But see, we just got to chew our food well. Well masticated means good digestion.
I have a small question. Do I see it right that to correct this, the Lord uses the club and the plow to correct this false identification? He uses the club and the plow.
Yeah, well, that's part of it. Sometimes he needs a little plowing, little clubbing, sometimes ecstasy. See, because in ecstasy you see, that's the real identification. I should identify as a devotee. I should, this is Radharani. Oh, this devotion. Oh, let me be like Mother Sachi and say, let me come close to this Sangha here and make friends with these ecstatic devotees because I want this. Let me associate with them. Let me do some service. Let me hear from them. Let me get pure because this is amazing. So, yeah. Read this.
Gurudeva is his mood cute. I love it.
Yeah, I just wanted a little praise. I like the way she expresses herself.
Yeah. She gives nice praises, yes, Shama
It's a
Sundari.
big one, cute.
Yes. I love every moment listening and being in this wonderful association of pure devotees that will attain ecstatic devotional success, which is the verdict of all scriptures as written in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 22:54. The verdict of all revealed scriptures is that by even a moment's association with a pure devotee, one can attain all success. Jay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got a sangha of pure devotees. There's so many devotees with devotion now. I mean, it's like we're amassing an army. You know, if the Maya wasn't bamboozled by Krishna's, you know, like giving a smokescreen, if they knew what was really happening, ooh. Because bhakti is strong, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just, you know, just building the army. We're doing, you know, these Illuminatis. They've been working like very behind the scenes. Oh, you don't think we're also behind the scenes, amassing a deep, powerful army? Their technocracy is nothing in potency compared to what's being built here. This is the Lord's spiritual potency. It's more powerful than all. It'll convert everything. It just, you know, it just when it comes in contacts, it just transforms and changes. So that's getting stronger here, you know.
It feels like the supreme empowerment, more than the club, more than the other one. This bhakti is the supreme empowerment.
Yeah, and it's, but you know, it's necessary. See, a lot of people, they don't understand the value of this bhakti. So you gotta show that you can intelligently preach it in a way that makes sense, is reasonable. Otherwise, people think it's insane. That's why the books are out there. That's why we preach. What I'm preaching are the books. They're about glorifying bhakti. They're glorifying these ecstatic states. And that, otherwise, people think, well, that's pretty insane. Nobody's like that. What is this? The people have to have. That's why you see we do a little bit show and tell, showing and telling. We're here to teach about the glories of ecstatic devotion and its supremacy above everything. How you can learn how to surrender to Krishna. That's what we teach here. Surrender to, see, when Krishna says, abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to me, well, we show you who that me is. We show you who Krishna is. Krishna is ecstatic devotion. That is his pleasure potency. See? And surrendering to me means the glorification of that. That highest revelation is being glorified. Then if you like this preaching and you like this ecstasy coming from the sons and daughters of that, representing that level of consciousness, boom, you're free. You walk in the door, you're going to start eating the transcendental grass and get very high. Go ahead, read, Fred. Let's see what Freddie has to say today.
When a pure devotee goes to hell, it's completely different when a sinner is forced to be punished in hell. The pure devotee feels bliss even in hell.
Yeah, that's it, man. The bottom line, heaven or hell, doesn't matter. Heaven, hell, earth. This is here. People are in hell now. Hell is coming up to you. Prabhupada said, you can read on my line. Prabhupada, this was his opinion, if you want to believe his opinion. He says, the world is being managed by Rakshasas. That's absolutely true. They were behind the scenes before. Now they're coming out. All this draconian stuff is the Rakshasas coming out. They're manifesting. They're coming out of the shadows. Okay? So we're seeing how the world's really managed. And now people are being managed blatantly and they're cracking the whips like, oh, you guys are slaves, by the way. You didn't know this before, but now we're going to show you this is how we treat our slaves. We treat them like cattle, right? Isn't that? We inject them with all kinds of weird things and we tell it's good for them. We lie to them, cheat them, everything. And then now we force them and all these things. So we're in hell now. Hell has come up to us and it's getting more and more hellish. But how do you feel? See, when you got Krishna, all I know is I'm feeling happier every day. I'm feeling more realized every day. I feel the Lord's transcendental presence. To me, that's everything, whether in this hell or in heaven. I would be the same in the heavenly planets where they're enjoying materially on their subtle material. I would be thinking, well, that's okay, but wow, I got to have this. I got to have this bhakti. Dude, that's Narada Muni. We're making Narada Munis here.
Doesn't matter where we are. We have Vrindavan in our backpack.
Yeah, in the back. The Lord. Yeah, the Lord is it's a vibrational thing. They're actually teaching this kind of thing. Now they're talking about raising a vibration and you can transcend this reality, but nobody really does it very well. But this is doing it well. This is real transcending it all the way. Otherwise, people they're not clear. They're trying different ways to do it, but this is the fast track. This is, you get out of, there's so much speculation why people can't do it. They have the idea to do, they know we got to transcend this somehow, this is pretty, or so either transcend it. This is what I notice. Now people are either, they want to transcend it or they want to comply with it because they just don't know what to do. They just got to comply with it. Just be a slave, or they want to fight it. But transcending it is pretty much what we're doing, and help others transcend it too. And then if the Lord wants us to really live, we'll live. If he wants to take us back, they say in the end times could be like it says in the prophecy, two will be in the fields, one will be taken. And who that is, who knows? Doesn't matter. Whoever's here will preach. If you're a devotee, you just share, and help people. I mean, this is it's a good time in a sense, people, whether you're a slave or you're fighting or you're part of the elite draconians, it's an opportunity for anybody. If this message, the Lord, it shows you in the Bhagavatam, and we'll see more and more of this now in our lives. In the Bhagavatam, people were demons sometimes, and they just had a big switch. They just switched and switched sides. And sometimes demigods, they would surrender to the real path, which is the devotee. When Jesus was here, same thing. Some were centurions, some were Pharisees. They switched. Some had demons in them. They were demon. They just went out. So that when God is here in his transcendental potency, these are the kind of miracles that start to take place. It's different. Go ahead.
So how does this transcendence work? It works. Then you come into the association where the conclusive vibration is, where the Dham is, where the presence of this energy is. So that's the way transcendence works, to enter this Sangha.
Yeah, I mean, because it's one of transcendence here. I come here to transcend. I do. We all come here to transcend. That's the whole point. If you're not into that, why would you come? That's why some people there are saying, "What are these guys doing?" And then they go away because, well, we're here to transcend. This is our transcendence, is to be in the Lord and the Lord be in us. Not just be in the Lord and not know it and not be aware of it, which all the living entities are doing. See, all the demigods are in the Lord and not really aware of it. Until you're aware of Shuddha Bhakti in you, awakened in you, you don't know the Lord yet. You're not aware of the Lord. So the demigods are like that, and the demons are like that. They're in the Lord, but they're not aware the Lord is in them. The demigods are like that. And those who are the slaves are like that. They're in the Lord, but they don't know. So because they are not connected to the truth, the true connection, therefore they're not happy. No one really, except devotees. Isn't it happy? Isn't this true? I mean, the Lord is in us. We're in him. He's in us. Completion now. That's it. And devotional service just activates that state of transcendence. Talking about the Lord, chanting the Lord's name. Just live in that. Live in love. Live in love. I remember a New Age book about that a long time called Living Love. The guy never could really do it. He wrote the book and it sounded really good, but nobody could ever live in love. The guy was a control freak. Nice guy, but unless you go in the real way, you're always thrown out. Yeah, 2 fingers too short, everything. Devotion is it, man. That's why it's always praised in all the scriptures. Only devotion you can attain Krishna, but devotion, that many lifetimes. That's the preaching. Yeah. But here the essence is we preach. The essence is by associating with devotees, preaching, devotion, boom, you get it very fast. You go through intense purification and you become more and more close to that. River is a good example of that. This is her example. And also Lalita, very intense purification. But was it worth it, gals? It's worth it. Just like Jesus says, well, I didn't say it'd be easy, but I said it'd be worth it. But here, you go through it so fast, a couple of years, few years, even if it was 20 years, it's fast because the more room for bhakti, you know the drill, man. More it's out, more room for bhakti, so the Lord keeps the encouragement going till you're out into the light, So this is why one of the qualities of a devotee is encouragement. They encourage people to, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're going to get there. And you do, and they do. The words of the devotees don't prove false. Even though your experience says, no, it can't be. Okay, read that.
This is what premature renouncement does. By artificially controlling the senses. Every form of sense enjoyment is to be avoided. But what a neophyte doesn't understand is that when your spiritual body awakens, you enjoy through your transcendental senses, which are one with the Lord. The soul is an anandamoi, pleasure seeking. Seek pleasure in the source of pleasure.
Yeah, and then you work out your attachments gradually. Otherwise, all you got to do, like when you're on the Vaidhi, that's your only option is just to forcefully try to, renounce. And that's what they did. That's why people don't look really happy if they're only on that path. Here, the Lord is very quickly, because you're with real associate who has empowerment and is authorized by the Lord, you get taste very quickly. And then gradually that winds down. You still will enjoy and, may have some attachments, but still it winds down less and less. And the enjoyment has to be in the body. If you don't enjoy in the body, it'll die. That's when you're ready to die. You just don't want to eat anymore, even drink. And then you die. Okay, so that will be there. It's like a thread. But still, you'll have this taste, increasing taste. Just keep watering this. This is the idea of sadhu-san. Keep watering, it grows.
This happiness, this ananda that the soul is searching for, it has to be ever fresh. It has to be variation. It has to be alive, not in a static situation.
Yeah, definitely. That's the spontaneous. This is it. You just never know, and it's beautiful. It's just the Lord gives gifts. These are like gifts. Spontaneous devotional service is like a gift after gift, a boon after boon. It's just spontaneously things have you say things, jewels come, this. Yeah. Okay, read that.
Connect with the Lord, and your life becomes transformed.
That's it. Simple truth, huh? Okay, I think I'm going to take a break now, time, and move around a little bit. I think I'll probably start driving too a little bit. I think I'll go and start going more north. I'm in this nice desert. This has really been nice here. Quiet. Can you see out there?
I think it's very warm there, isn't it? Very
No,
hot.
no. It's nice, pleasant.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm up north. It looks, yeah. No, it's nice. It's very pleasant. Yeah. So I'll go
Yeah,
north a little bit. Yeah.
you
I
should have
stayed.
your sweater on, so it's not that
Yeah.
hot.
No. It's nice. And I'll go north. I stay at this spot because the internet is so fantastic. It's like really strong. You notice no interruptions, not even in the morning. It's a hot spot, man, right in the middle of the desert. Mm, yeah. Okay, thank you all for coming, everybody. And Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bye, Maharaj. Lalita, Tom. Everybody else.
Ooh, still on.